there only 10 commandments? Why did you think keeping the Sabbath day holy was more important to include than not graping people?
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the 10 Commandments, which are found in Exodus 20 and referenced in some other places, but we'll go over to Exodus 20 and look at them real quick. We don't necessarily need to read through all of them, but it sounds like it's more of our questions. Is graping another way of, is that like using SEGGS as a way of getting around the bans on usage of certain words? I think that's probably it. So it's graping is another way of saying it without the G, right? And she said, why include the Sabbath instead of a prohibition against that? Well, says the 10 Commandments, I'm the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt. So don't remember, out of the place of slavery. What? Wait. Oh, I thought he was pro-slavery. Hold on. Okay. So I'm the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt. Do not have any other gods beside me. Don't make an idol for yourself. I'm the Lord your God. Don't have any other gods. Don't make an idol for yourself. Don't misuse the name of the Lord or misrepresent the name of the Lord. So that's not just about, saying GD or, Jesus as a, curse word because you stubbed your toe. Although that's probably, included in there. But I think really it's more about being a representative of the kingdom and representing that poorly, like you're giving our family a bad name by the way you're living more than you're using our family name as a curse word when you hit your thumb with a hammer. Like, it's more about the other one. Which one's more detrimental? Like South Park, Cartman's ultimate cuss word is Barbara Streisand. Like, that's not as big a thing as if you are misusing Barbara Streisand's name and besmirching her character all over the place. That's, operating in her name and making her look bad everywhere. That's more of that. Anyway. Okay. So, and then remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy, work 6 days and everything. It's funny that you would complain that the Sabbath is in there when a lot of the mental health issues we have today and a lot of the problems, even among, and I'm not talking about like, before anybody tries to jump on this back, I'm not trying to excuse any sort of abuse, but I'm saying for those of us who have worked in churches, sometimes that can be a very harsh work environment where you don't get the kind of breaks you need because it's for the Lord. And so like, just ignore the Sabbath because that's for other people, not for you. Because we work on the Sabbath, so your only day off should be the day you're at church. Like, no, it's a work day. So, all around, it can be really bad for us. It's bad for us physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, if we don't take breaks. God, from the beginning, in the 6 days of creation, 7th day rest, set that pattern for us, created us into that pattern. We're meant to continue following it all throughout Scripture. That's given in all sorts of ways that there should be Sabbath rest. And it's not about a legalistic following. It's that, as Jesus says, man wasn't created to obey the Sabbath. Sabbath was created to serve man or to bless us. That it was created for us. And so God established that knowing there are limitations to our ability to just go, that we're going to run out of steam. We need a reset. We need a rest. And man, I think the mental health issues in our world right now would be far less if we would honor the concept of taking breaks, taking Sabbath, taking vacations, taking a day off. The other commandments, honor your father and mother, do not murder, do not commit adultery, do not steal, do not give false testimony, and do not covet your neighbor's house or his wife or his servants or donkey. If you don't covet and you don't commit adultery, there's no room for graping somebody. How are you going to do that? If you're committed to not having extramarital sex and you're committed to not coveting something, desiring something to the point of jealous anger or theft of that, which includes, that type of abuse of somebody. if you're honoring that, you can't possibly do the thing she's complaining about. So really, I would say that that is absolutely included in there.